Hello everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to the Rambler, Rambly, whatever I'm going to call it. Just me talking, I guess. Once again, you are watching some GTA 5 footage. The Lowrider update was just released, so I thought I'd play some of that, and I do one of the missions here, but I don't do very good in it. Well, at least the guy who's driving me around doesn't do very good in it. But anyway, welcome to the Rambly, and we have something very interesting to talk about today. If you've been paying attention to gaming at all recently, and very recently if you've been paying attention to anything to do with the Steam box, apparently it is now a GameStop exclusive, which is kind of strange because I thought the Steam box was being made and developed by multiple parties, and Steam was just so much as supplying the specifications for it and taking royalties on the sales, as companies such as Cyberpunk and iBuyPower and other type of computer companies were, designing and building it at a show, I believe about a year ago now, and they were showing off all their boxes and stuff. So it becoming a GameStop exclusive is already kind of strange and a very weird move by Valve. Now, personally, I will never buy a Steam box. I have a computer that well outdoes anything the Steam box could ever do for me. And the Steam boxes are also more or less just a waste of money. It's technically just a PC console that doesn't do everything a PC does, whereas I have a PC that does everything a PC does and more. So, already kind of a waste of money, but that's another video for another time, perhaps. What I'm going to talk about today is exclusives, retail exclusives, to be completely honest about. Now, the game exclusives and stuff to consoles have been a thing for quite some time, but first-party games and stuff should be kind of exclusive anyway to consoles. I'm more talking about retail. The reason that I think games, first-party games only, should be exclusive to consoles, such as Halo is to Xbox, such as stuff is... what the hell is on PlayStation? Resistance and stuff like that, though that is more third-party. First-party is fine. Mario for Nintendo, for example, as well. Those are fine because it shows off the full possibilities of the hardware, and developers and stuff know the hardware, as best as possible, and are able to really show off the power and stuff like that. It's just a good show-off type of thing, I guess, and fanboys are going to flock to those consoles anyway, but having a third-party game exclusive to one console is kind of dumb. But we're talking about retail exclusives here, and retail exclusives as in products and stuff that are only at one retailer or have certain special editions at one retailer and not another, and such and such. A good example of the recent ones would be especially the Amiibo crisis that happened, and is still kind of going on, I guess, though Amiibos are a bit easier to acquire at this point. As Xenoblade Chronicles, when it first came out for the Wii, it was exclusive to GameStop, and because of that, the game is quite rare. And now we have the Steam machines. Whoopity-doo. Now, we've also had plenty of bundles and stuff like that. I believe GTA 5 has actually had its own GameStop bundle, and then a Best Buy bundle and stuff. And there have been plenty of games and stuff that have, bundles and stuff exclusive to certain retailers. And does retail exclusive products hurt gamers? That's the question I'm really asking, and I know it took me almost 4 minutes to get here, but whatever. Does it hurt gamers? I think it does, and there's plenty of reasons why. The first real big reason, I think, is location. Not all gamers live in big cities, though most do. And what if there's no store near? For example, a really good example, I used to live in a city outside of the city of Halifax. Now, Halifax is a fair-sized city. It's about 375,000 people in its entire area. The city of Halifax by itself is probably about 150,000 people in it. And, there's a lot of people. It's a very heavy gamer city. There are huge groups dedicated to it on Facebook and such. There are multiple retro video game stores and geeky type of stores, comic stores and stuff around Halifax that do very, very well for themselves because of the high geek factor in the city. Now, that mostly is attributed to the very large universities in the city, but I digress. What Halifax doesn't have is a lot of Toys R Us's. Now, Toys R Us, there is one. It's in an area called Dartmouth Crossing. It's kind of out of the way, and annoying to get to, especially if you have to take a bus across the harbor. Now, because this city only has one Toys R Us, when the Amiibos went and decided to be retail exclusives, Lucario being a big one, it went exclusive to Toys R Us. Now, since there is only one Toys R Us in the entire city of Halifax, they got the entire shipment, but the entire shipment was like 12 Amiibo. Now, there are a lot more than 12 people in the city of Halifax looking for said Amiibos. So, why have a retail exclusive when you have stores like Walmart, like GameStop, which is EB Games up here, when you have stores like The Source, when you have all kinds of electronics and gamer stores and stuff like that? The exclusivity drives me absolutely insane because it's really hard to get a hold of stuff because there was no location really near. There was just one location in this large city. So that made it extremely difficult to get a hold of stuff, and when they go, other stuff goes, exclusivities and stuff like that, not just Amiibos, it gets really annoying. Now, Halifax has no problem with EB Games, so Xenoblade Chronicles would have been easier to get a hold of, but it's still something that was a problem with the Amiibos, especially, and anything that Toys R Us decides to take on exclusive. They're going to have not enough stock for the amount of people there because there's only one store being shipped the items to, and that's a problem. Even now, I've moved. I'm in Summerland, British Columbia. The nearest Toys R Us is about an hour's drive away. So if there's something game-related that I want that happens to be a Toys R Us exclusive, most times I'm probably not going to be able to get it in time unless I pre-order, and that's even if I manage to get up there to be able to pre-order it in the time allotted. So I think it's a problem just in that. Now, limited stock is something also I talked about. The Amiibos were a big, big problem with that, and that was more Nintendo's fault with its product manufacturers, as well as there was a strike going on the West Coast. However, limited stock is also a problem with exclusivities, because, like I said with the Toys R Us one, there's only one store. They're only going to get so many in, and they're going to have to wait for more, and especially pre-orders, they have to, do those out first. But not everybody pre-orders, not everybody wants to pre-order, or not everybody can pre-order. Because I think Toys R Us 2 requires a full down payment, unlike EB Games that only has to take $5 or more if you wish. But either way, I could be wrong on that, but still, the stock is going to be more limited. It's going to be a limited edition or something like that, and not everybody is able to get their hands on it that want to get their hands on it. And especially for Amiibo's sake, that is a big problem. I think that's the dumbest thing that could have ever happened. The exclusivity stuff is absolutely ridiculous. Now, third one is one that isn't as common, though it has been known to happen, and that's price gouging or no sales. Now, when stuff goes on sale all the time at like Walmart or whatever, you're going to pick it up because it's on sale, and if there are multiple stores selling said product, you're going to look around for the best deal. Now, if one store has one specific product that many, many people are looking for, more than likely, there's never going to be a sale on that item because there's no need, because that demand is there, because they know they can get the full price, because there are people that want it and have wanted it for a very long time. And if sales go on for everything else surrounding that product, say it's a special PS4 bundle of some sort, let's say that, EB Games gets a hold of just the Battlefront PS4 and they're the only retailers to get a hold of it, and say the PlayStation 4 and all of its editions goes on sale except for that one because people want it, they know people want it, and it's a limited stock. Whereas if it wasn't a retail exclusivity, it wouldn't be, and they would put it on sale. Now, price gouging is not something you really see because there is a set price. I've seen this on a lot of posts and stuff recently, especially now that the Steam machines have been announced to be exclusive to GameStop, about price gouging and whatnot. I've never really personally seen that. I would assume that it probably does happen to a degree. They might up the price a little bit to, carry their pockets a bit. It might be subtle changes, it might be $5 or something like that, but I mean, if you're selling thousands of whatever it is, then that $5 is going to add up to tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, depending on what it is. So, price gouging is probably, yes, could be a problem somewhere, but I personally have not actually seen that. Again, it probably does happen somewhere, maybe on Independence, perhaps, I don't know, but whatever. It's bad for the companies too. This is all also bad for the companies and stuff. Now, when something goes exclusive and it's not something I really need, like if I have a game and a system to play it on, I'm fine. I have a PC. Steam is mainly where I buy my games. Steam is mainly where I'm going to be able to get my games, or if it's, in the case of Battlefront Origin, whatever, it's easy for me to get a hold of. I can play it, I have no problems with it. I'm not looking for anything exclusive. However, if something cool comes up, because I'm a huge Battlefront fan, or Zelda or something like that I'm a huge fan of, I'm going to try maybe to get a hold of it. But if it's retail exclusive, I know I'm not going to get a hold of it. And I get mad at that business, because I know that they try to do it just to make the most money and try and bring in more customers and blah 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 blah, and a whole bunch of bullshit reasons that they don't really need, and I'm not going to shop there if I can help it. I don't really shop at EB Games. I haven't for a very long time. I buy most of my stuff off of Amazon. I know there's been some Amazon exclusive stuff in the past. Gerger, get angry at me. But most of my stuff I get online. If I can get it online now, I'll get it online. I don't support EB Games really anymore. Toys R Us, I don't ever go to. I never really did, but now I never do because there's no reason for me to. If there's something exclusive, I don't care. I don't have a Lucario amiibo, I don't really want one, and Toys R Us really hasn't gotten anything exclusive that I'm really interested in anyway, but a lot of these stores and stuff, a lot of gamers are getting really turned off by this, because they're getting really pissed off because they can't get what they want to get, because how are they going to get it? They're sold out, or they're at stores that are too far away. Like, what? I don't know. It's just really stupid, and I don't get it. I really hope that it changes. I hope that, gamers are really starting to get more intelligent, I think, on this now, and are kind of starting to see what's going on and how this is going down and operating for these companies, and they're really getting just kind of pissed off. The amiibo thing really brought the whole thing, I think, to a boil, because people were pissed off about the amiibo shortages and stuff, and then when they went exclusive with the shortages, people got even more pissed off, because, well, wouldn't you? If something was already in a short supply, and then a store 25 minutes away, compared to 5 minutes away to, say, an EB Games, gets it instead, or even in Canada, a Target exclusive. There's no Targets in Canada anymore, and you can't really get it, and you wonder where you can get this from besides online, and you can't get it. You're gonna get pissed off, and most gamers are, and I agree with them, and I think it's really stupid, and I really hope that retailers smarten the fuck up. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Of course, you can also suggest stuff for me to talk about if you want me to talk about anything, and I will see you all next time. Peace.